Hello, Silo fans. Brace yourselves for an absolute jaw-dropper of a finale as Silo comes in with an awesome final episode. The nail-biting conclusion not only serves up some long-awaited answers to our burning questions, but also keeps us hungry for more, setting the stage for an exciting second season. Rumor has it that this season will dive headfirst into Shift, the second book of this mind-bending trilogy. Get ready for an electrifying ride. In today's episode of Flick Spoilers, we'll be breaking down this masterpiece finale episode and giving our honest insights. But before we get into all the juicy spoilers, leaks, rumors, and breakdowns, we want to say thank you for watching by giving you a free $25 Fandango gift card. All you have to do is make sure you're subscribed and then comment down below. We'll be picking random comments to win, so make sure you drop us a line and enjoy the show. Now, without any delay, let's get into the Silo suits. So, Juliette finds herself in a precarious situation, desperate to share a crucial clip with everyone. However, there's a catch. If Danny connects the drive to a signal booster, it will trigger an alert, drawing the attention of both the IT department and the ever-watchful Bernard, who has already pinpointed their location through the hard drive's trace. Time is of the essence, as a security team likely races towards them. Thankfully, Juliette knows an alternative path, the trash chute. Risking it all, they navigate their way to a signal booster, where Danny synchronizes the screen. The video mesmerizes all who watch it in Bernard's room, leaving us puzzled by his fear and the motives behind his desperate attempts to divert people's attention. Is he a maniac who fears a rebellion born from the revelation of truth? In an abrupt move, he shuts everything down. However, who can say for sure that the clip wasn't witnessed by at least 100 individuals amidst the silence? Suddenly, Bernard becomes aware that Juliette has taken refuge in the trash chute, and her presence is detected. Faced with impending danger, her only choice is to let go, hurtling into uncertainty. Against all odds, she miraculously survives, guided by a guardian angel or perhaps the very essence of the silo itself. Rescued by kind-hearted souls at the recycling center, Juliette is escorted by Knox and Shirley to Martha's sanctuary. Unfortunately, Knox has informed the authorities, feeling compelled to do what is right and not jeopardize the entire mechanical for the sake of one person. Juliette understands the gravity of the situation and agrees. Soon enough, Bernard and Sims, accompanied by a security team, arrive on the scene. In exchange for the truth about George's death, Juliette willingly surrenders herself, allowing them to restrain her. Yet, this pales in comparison to Bernard's startling revelation. He has destroyed the hard drive. Our suspicions were validated. His fear stems from the potential uprising he dreads, as he admits to Juliette. However, she remains steadfast in her belief that the people of Silo can handle the truth. Bernard, drawing from his own experiences, shares his skepticism. The truth is, we are all ill-equipped to face it. We never were, we aren't now, and we never will be. Also, the entire Silo community watches with bated breath as Juliette Nichols ascends the stairs, destined for her cell. A sleepless night awaits for her, and the following day will mark her departure from the Silo. Martha, who holds Juliette dear as a daughter, grapples with immense anguish, unable to accept the imminent journey toward Juliette's demise. After 25 years of seclusion, Martha summons the courage to emerge from her sequestered quarters, compelled to take necessary action. During her encounter with her friend Carla, a revelation surfaces, a tape that surpasses the one Juliette pilfered from Judicial. But what mysteries lie within the tape? We see Bernard and Sims guide Juliette to the station, keeping a close watch on everyone in the silo. However, Juliette's mind is overwhelmed, but then they reveal the shocking truth about George's death. He didn't perish at someone else's hand, he chose to end his own life. But why? Maybe he knew that only Juliette had the power to expose the truth, considering it a cause worth sacrificing himself for. As a result, she is placed in a cell where her father Pete and Shirley visit her, aware of her impending fate. Little do they know, Martha secretly sends a note about the supplies, hinting at a change she made to the sealing tapes on the protective suit for venturing outside. But what does this mean? Could something dangerous be lurking in the air itself? In a surprising twist, Bernard confronts Juliette, engaging in a lengthy conversation, warning her about potentially catastrophic consequences of her action. However, when questioned about the video's contents, Bernard dismisses it as one of the many mysteries left by mysterious Silo founders, whose identities remain unknown. Before leaving, he presents Juliette with Sheriff Holston's badge. Now, the truth is about to be revealed right before her eyes. So what does Juliette see outside? Finally, the long-awaited moment arrives, the one we both feared and anticipated. Juliette is ready to step out of the silo, surrounded by a crowd that includes her father, Pete, Martha, Knox, Shirley, and all her fellow mechanical colleagues. Bernard recites the oath to her, and with the help of two individuals, she dons the protective suit. Once prepared, she takes cautious steps outside, entering a completely unfamiliar world, unlike anything she has ever seen before. The vibrant green grass, the vast blue sky, the graceful butterflies, and the melodious birds, although she may not even know their names, create a breathtaking sight for her. However, her joy is short-lived as she stumbles, feeling the effects of the poisonous air. But when she manages to stand up again, we realize that Martha's tape might have done its job after all. It seems to have successfully shielded her from the deadly air, a surprising turn of events. Yet, that's not the most astonishing part. As Juliette places Holston's badge on the ground, everything changes. The ground beneath her feet and the bodies of Holston and his wife dissolve before her eyes, revealing that it was all a simulation. But where are the real bodies? Surely they met their demise in the midst of the surreal scene. Everything vanishes, replaced by a desolate landscape, and confusion sets in. There are distant buildings on the horizon, but is any of this real? We know she is safe, but what lies ahead is nothing short of shocking. Episode 10 then concludes with Juliette advancing toward the barren land, multiple silos coming into view. This is the truth Bernard concealed. Each of these structures likely harbors thousands of people, and it becomes apparent that the visor in her suit is digital, a tool Bernard used to keep everyone ignorant. However, somehow the pre-installed clip on the digital visor reaches its end. Bernard must have assumed that the person watching it would perish before it concluded. But thanks to Martha's tape, Juliette survives. What events led to this situation, and what do those distant buildings signify? Meanwhile, Bernard realizes that Juliette knows and retreats to a server room, activating a switch with his assigned key number 18. Could this be a signal to alert the other silos? We'll have to wait till Season 2 to find the answers. So that was our video, guys, and we hope Silos Season 1 gave a satisfactory end. In our opinion, it is one of the finest series we've watched in 2023. Still, if you're eager just like us for Season 2, check out our video on the Silo Season 2 release date, cast, and story prediction. Thanks for watching, and this is Flick Spoilers, signing off.